Hi, my name is Jo Lamb, founder and CEO of Project Beauty. I want to take you back on a journey and just explain my intention behind Project Beauty and how we came about. As an immigrant, it was really hard. My family and I struggled. For the first year, we slept on the floor of my relative's apartment. It's really rough to make it in New York, especially for immigrants. Both my parents worked several jobs just to make ends meet. I really didn't see my parents a lot because I was really tasked with making sure that my two younger sisters were okay. My dad, he was emotionally abusive and he was also physically abusive. One particular memory that I always remember is him coming home in Hong Kong and he was upset about his own work day. And my mom had cooked all this food. And I remember he came home and he was really upset for whatever reason. And he decided to flip the entire table with all the food on it. And it just flipped the table and it was all over us. And I remember almost being burnt because the food was so hot. Fast forward, I'm 16 and now I'm in Texas. We had to relocate so that we can just get a better quality of life. Things for a while were a little better. I thought that he was in a happier place. But the truth was no. It didn't take very much time before he went back to his old ways. When I asked my mom, are you gonna leave my dad? She said, no, we're not gonna leave. We just don't do that. We're gonna stick it out. So at the age of 16, I ran away, like many other 16-year-olds who are on their own. You get into groups of people that may not have the greatest intentions for you. And unfortunately, because I didn't have anywhere to go, that's exactly the crowd that I got myself involved in. Very shortly after that, I began dating a young man that I thought was my savior. He came to me and he knew about my father. Because I was damaged and because I wasn't healed from my trauma and my abuse, I attracted the same type of man. So fast forward, the relationship, I didn't leave him. It turned into physical abuse that ranged from pushing, shoving, to pistol whippings. It's just whatever he felt that he could do, he had a right to. On Halloween night, I endured the most horrific abuse that I've ever went through. That was the night that I was branded and I was beaten. That was the night that I asked God, while I was bleeding in that closet, what is my purpose? Because the truth was, I did not see why I should be alive. I did not see a purpose for my existence. Me living in a shelter and having to escape my own abusive relationship set the stage on why I wanted to one day start an organization such as Project Beauty to help other survivors rebuild their life. So the mission of Project Beauty is to simply empower through beauty. What we do is we provide complimentary beauty services and beauty self-care products for survivors that are currently living in shelters and transition homes. What we do is we empower those individuals to really explore what it looks like to love themselves, what it looks like to do self-care, what it looks like to take accountability, to say, what can I do to help with my healing journey? And the truth is, the resources has to be there. So what we do is we provide the resources and provide that space for women to start on this healing journey. When I first started Project Beauty, there were some people who questioned, why would I offer a beauty service? And the truth is, there is a direct relation between looking good and feeling good. When oneself feels beautiful on the outside, it's easier for them to see the confidence. It's easier to see the self-esteem. Many of you who have been through this COVID crisis and wasn't able to go get haircuts, wasn't to go get self-care, you personally experience what that feels like when you don't have the resources to do that. So what we do is we provide those services and the resources for those that simply do not have a way to get them. When we go and give haircuts for the women and the children, a whole nother person emerges from the time that we meet them to the time that they get their service. Project Beauty offers 4 different programs that promote healing and confidence building. First program we have is the Beauty Pamper Days. This is where the beauty angels, who are licensed beauty professionals, and we go into shelters and transition homes where we provide services such as haircuts, facials, nail services, and sometimes even massage therapy. It's a program to really provide that self-care that is so needed, and to really teach women that they are worthy of self-care and self-love. Another program that we have is called the Gift of Beauty program. This is where we provide every woman that we serve living in a shelter a full-size makeup bag filled with beauty and self-care products. Recently, we received the biggest in-kind donations from Thrive Cosmetics so that we can empower more women and more children with clean beauty products. This is so powerful because a lot of the women who receive these products have never had the chance to buy their own makeup or even wear makeup. So this is a step into their own independence and making decisions for themselves. Not only that, but the makeup that we provide is essential when they are on their way to job interviews, where they have to look confident and feel confident. So we're really proud to present those resources to all those women. The third program that I'm super proud of is the Angel Clinic program. The intention behind the Angel Clinic program has a lot to do with the fact that I was branded when I was younger through my abuse. When I was branded, I suffer a lot of mental anguish from just people judging me and looking at my scar. And that feeling is really hard to explain if you've never walked around with a physical scar on your body from an abuser from the past. In 2018, we met a young woman at Hope Store New Beginning Center. This woman, when I met her at the Beauty Pamper Day, she had a young 5-month-old child with her. And I can see that physically, she did not have a right eye. Immediately, I knew that this woman has gone through some really horrifying experiences. As she sat down to get her beauty services, she began to open up to me about what had happened to her. Her abuser punched her while she was 5 months pregnant, causing her to lose her entire right eye and also her right hearing. In that moment, I saw myself in this woman. I saw that she was affected by physical abuse and the scar that it has left on her life. I knew in my heart that I had to do everything I can to help her. I began to ask her about, how do we go about getting your prosthetic eye? How can we help? And the story is that we were able to raise all of the money for her to get her prosthetic eye within 2 days. We were able to escort her to her appointment, and we sat there with her. One of my beauty angels sat there with her as she was getting her prosthetic eye put in. That story was really the seed that started Angel Clinic. We launched the program at the last quarter of 2019, and now we are about to help the third women through the Angel Clinic program. We've helped women with tattoo removals. We had a beautiful young woman who came through the program and we're able to remove a tattoo that was on her body, given to her by abuser, and now she doesn't have to see this person's name on her body. So this is what we do. We want to let women know that there is hope, that if you don't have the resources, that you can come to Project Beauty and we can help you find your way. The last program we offer is the Trauma Healing Program. Under this program, we promote activities that helps with the healing and also activities that helps rebuild confidence and self-esteem. We teach women how to write affirmation, and we teach them the power of their words. We also teach about journaling so that they can express their emotions in a way that is safe. And the art therapy is amazing for those that have been waiting to express the emotions that they've been feeling, but may not be able to express it through words alone. It's important for me to share the story and my journey with others, because as a survivor myself, I know that my story of overcoming challenges and difficulties is going to resonate with so many women out there. My intention and hope with Project Beauty is to simply remind the women out there right now who are going through difficult times, your past does not determine your future. And if you want, you're able to turn your pain into power. And it is my wish and hope that we can continue this mission of empowering more women on their own healing journey and to provide the space for more women to heal. And I'm just so grateful that Project Beauty exists to serve that purpose.